We've crossed the point of no return. Moisture welled up in our eyes as my husband Reuben and I locked gazes and paused to let this statement sink in. It had been a hard year, full of many disappointments and death to some dreams, and then a pervasive feeling of stuckness. During that discouraging span of time, my husband discovered the perfect word that encapsulated how we felt: liminality. It's like a hallway or corridor in life. You're not where you used to be, but you haven't yet arrived at your next destination. It's the space in between, small, transitional, not an actual room, but the bridge between rooms. Your surroundings are a landscape of doors and potentially a few relics of the past adorning the walls, memories of what was, not much else. Where to go next? Which door to walk through? A blank canvas staring you in the face. The confidence and self assurance you once felt, now overgrown by the weeds of self doubt and uncertainty. In the past, we'd seen God masterfully and poetically lead us down paths we wouldn't have intuitively chosen for ourselves. Yet, we'd looked back time and time again and seen God's hand in all of it. Crossing the point of no return meant we'd gone too far and seen too much of how perfectly God authors the stories of surrendered sons and daughters to settle for anything less. When we signed up to follow Jesus, we asked him to direct and orchestrate the very details of our lives, both great and small. We'd held this firm conviction that the God who created us so intricately knew us better than we knew ourselves. We didn't want to fumble our way through life to find purpose on our own. So there we were, as we lifted our fists in the hallway of liminality, ready to tap on any door of possibility. We realized something had changed in us while the ground beneath our feet was being shaken. It no longer had to be exclusively full-time ministry to be God anymore, which was something we'd done faithfully for many years. We were no longer attached to an old iteration of ourselves that couldn't evolve. Everything was on the table now, open for scrutiny. We felt ready and eager to jump in literally anywhere, as long as that unyielding, persistent question felt resolved in our hearts. Was God leading us down this path? After all, God has servants sprinkled throughout every sphere of society. Every corner of the earth needs a follower of Jesus ready to love and serve wherever they are stationed, not just within the four walls of a religious establishment, in many ways, even more so outside it. Just put us in the game, coach. Wherever you'd like to plant us is where we will bloom. That's enough for us. Full-time ministry still? We're in. The marketplace? Absolutely. We'll take you with us wherever we go. The answer to our persistent knocking didn't come right away. In the meantime, we did little things on the side to stay afloat, but made no big life changes as we healed, prayed, and waited on God. In our desperation, we leaned in to seek God's face for our next steps. We felt a magnetic pull to search him out with no promise that there would be an answer. Yet suddenly, after our time of intentional prayer and seeking had ended, we felt God presented just enough clarity and an undeniable peace to take a daring step of faith. In the months that followed, we moved our family across the country to another state we'd never thought to move to. And as we stepped into this new frontier, we realized the journey of faith isn't a destination, it's a daily pit stop. It's a continual return to the truths that keep us grounded. Some days, our faith feels foggy. Other days, it feels crystal clear. We are still taking one new step each day, open to anything God has for us, eager and willing to give our wholehearted yes, knocking on doors and walking through some of them as they are presented to us. Even as I crafted this article, I wrote this not as one on the other side of the mountain, but still climbing it. Everyone loves a good victory story where the main character overcomes against all odds and arrives in triumph. Those make better articles, don't they? And maybe that will come in another article. Instead, today, I write from a place of liminality, along the journey towards victory, but not quite at a place where our risky steps of faith have revealed their full reward. No, the victory that's happening right now is not evident in our circumstances, but it's happening on the inside every single day. God, today I trust you. Today I surrender whatever I'm still holding on to that I need to let go of. Today I thank you and bless you in all things and at all times. Today I say yes to everything you've put in front of me, both great and small, to steward faithfully by your grace. So here we are, on the cusp of the unknown and so excited for the possibilities ahead, while facing the harsh winds of anxiety and fear. We jumped off the cliff just a moment ago, and now we are free falling in the air. It's exhilarating and wildly fun, terrifying and uncertain. And there is no guarantee of success or safety. Yet, I say this with conviction because in just the few short years I've been on earth, I've already witnessed it too many times to count in my own life, in my parents' lives, in my in laws' lives, and in the lives of many other beautiful saints I've had the privilege to walk alongside. God really does meet us in our risky obedience. We take the plunge, and He astoundingly appears to catch us midair. Like Peter, who stepped out of the boat, God was always close by. He anticipated the fall and was proactively ready to catch him. It's important to know that God is not afraid of our fumbling. He's as gentle and understanding as a loving toddler parent, unsurprised by our ignorance and unaffected by our immaturity, just full of love as we grow, kindly nudging us forward. While maturity takes time, one thing is certain: remaining in the boat and never touching faith nor failure is out of the question. His ways are just so much better than to resort to that. Crossing the point of no return is clear. You can't change your mind midair and fly back to the cliff you just jumped off of. You can't repaddle upstream when the current is so strong and forceful. There is no going backwards. But I have a secret for you. God joyfully camps out in this realm. He welcomes you to join him there with a sly smile. You see, anyone can live in the realm of the possible. We do it every day. But the realm of the impossible is where God does the most spectacular, extraordinary things, things no human can attribute to their expertise or acumen. They are left with only God. It's a wildly fun place to be, a sneak peek of heaven. It's also quite costly, and it requires a greater depth of reliance on God and many uncomfortable moments of wondering, want, and uncertainty. We humans don't typically like those ingredients. Yet, in this life, we are given a choice. We can choose predictable and safe, but with no guarantee of the outcome of tomorrow. Or we can relinquish the rights we so tightly hold on to in fear. And in the face of uncertainty, we can declare, God, today, I choose to trust you. I'm going to reach my foot out of the boat and take the first step in the water. Do you want to feel like you're finally living, friend? It first starts with releasing the things you haven't been willing to let go of, putting them where they belong, behind you, surrendered to God. It is my deepest hope that this article will give you even just a pinch more courage to crawl a little closer to the edge, to slowly surrender a few more inches of your rights, to open your tightly clenched fists just a little bit wider, to relax your jaw and release your tightened shoulders that have grown accustomed to carrying the weight of the world. The stress, the anxiety, the fear of the future, the panicky grasp to feel in control, all the things. Consider this your permission to take that first hesitant step towards crossing the point of no return. Don't be afraid. Jesus didn't let Peter drown when his faith faltered once his brain caught up to his feet. He'll never ask you to take a step into the realm of the impossible without the express intention of remaining by your side every step of the way. It's time to step out of the boat, my friend. The impossible awaits.